Hello, people of YouTube. This is Champy again. As you can see, I like to change my clothes very often. I got new gear on my guy. Obviously, I already completed the raid event, as a lot of you know, has now been released. So we're going to take a look at the raid event. We're also going to take a look at some of the prizes, kind of see what they're going to be used for. We're not going to cover a lot of new strategies today, but we're going to go over a lot of new content. So that's kind of what we're going to do today. You can see the samurai armor. It's pretty sweet. I'm trying to get that helm this week. And we'll take a look at the rankings and the prizes and kind of see what... Right now, guys, I am in 6th. I will probably climb up a little bit higher if I keep summoning. We'll take a look later in the week and kind of see where I finish up. You can see the prizes this week are pretty awesome. We got Chippendales and a lot of coins and some SIDs. So you definitely want to finish up as high as possible. Hopefully some of my followers can get top 25. If not, definitely make sure you land in the top 500 for those Chippendales. Now, we're going to take a look here at the party prizes. Now, this is why you kind of want to get into a top party. They don't have any viewing yet. Obviously, you'll see those in the last bit. But top 50 gets the best prizes this week. You do definitely want to get these to complete your set if you're looking to wear that out. So definitely want to get at least in the top 10,000. I shouldn't see any parties outside of that. There's not that many parties right now going on. Now, here is what the new releases are today. So we have this event, which is a raid event. So what you're going to want to do is go in here. During raid times, you only have to go into the event once. Non-raid event times, which are 1, 5, and 8 p.m. Pacific time, you have to enter twice to do it. Now, it does cost 25 AP, but the good news is the raids only cost 1. So what you can do is you can actually go in and get the 1 AP for a significant amount of luck. So that's kind of what we're looking at in terms of that. Now, some of the other new content that has been released is going to be these new quests here. Now, a lot of people had a lot of questions on how to one-turn this thing, because that's what you do need to do to get the Adamite. So, we will go over that in a later video. Obviously, I already completed it, but we'll go over how to kind of beat that in one turn tomorrow, maybe. Now, this event also released a Treasure Trove Adamite quest. This one is a little bit easier. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to bring some heavy single target hitters, because there's not that many multi-target types. And for this one, you're really just going to want to boost as high as possible and bring your strongest nukers. We'll go over that again tomorrow. So, what we're going to do is we're going to jump into one of those raids so you can kind of see how that's going to function. But I did want to cover the fact that I got to 87 in Coliseum. Again, I got burnt out last night. It is a holiday weekend, so I did kind of want to enjoy myself a little bit. Right now I'm at 15. I'll probably, again, jump up to top 10 if I really try. It's only at 91 right now. So that's kind of what we're looking at for this week. It is a holiday, so I had to kind of make this video in a bit of a rush. But you can expect lots of different new content this week, while I kind of go over the different things here. Now, we're going to jump into my boy Strider's raid here. And I'm simply going to show you the best way to hit this new raid. Now, it does have a lot of health, so what you're going to want to do is bring friends, to be honest with you. It's very, very labor-intensive to solo one of these things, unless you have absolutely epic medals. So you're going to want to bring a boost, and you're going to want to aim that definitely at the first part. Now, normally, these limbs right here have all high boosts on them. So that's how you're going to want to refill. What we're going to do is we're going to try to empty out a little bit here by using our Sora Impales. And then our Riku is going to come along and snap one of these, and that's going to fill up our gauges again. So, the trick with raids is to keep your gauges as high as possible. So that's what we're going to do. We're probably going to refill again next time as we run out another AoE hitter. Our poo's just going to fill us up. So there's that. Now, I'm not saying this is the only way to do this raid, but you definitely want to manage your gauges, run your nukes as often as possible, and possibly bring some more single target blue. The reason being, you're not going to want to hit these limbs every time you swing. Like I just did there, I didn't have any options to waste gauges. So you're going to want to bring more single target nukes. Those are going to be things such as Soren Pales or like a Zexion, something of that nature. That's going to be a single target hitter. Now, we're just going to try to optimize our damage here by basically just running Soren Pales in a rotation. You see right now we have 8 gauges. We're going to run Pooh next turn. So we keep him on there. We don't use Riku this turn, so we can use Pooh next turn to power level. Now my Pooh, I did make a change on him. I put my attack price plus, and that has actually been ideal. It's made such a difference in raids. You see, I just went from 4 to 9 gauges, ridiculously overpowered. Now that's going to give me, instead of just using my 2 Soren Pales, the opportunity to use my sword down a Goofy, a Riku, and my other Riku down there. Which, if you think about it, that's almost an extra 150,000 in damage for me, which is absolutely absurd. So if you do have a booster, say Vivi, Diz, or Arieth, or if you have one of the higher up boosters like Kyrie or even a Pooh, you're going to want to put that attack plus on it so that you can get those gauges back. That's going to be essential when it comes to running high-level raids. You're going to want to pop those off as often as possible to keep your boards filled. Now, you just see me run that raid. Obviously, the main purpose of the raid is to collect the coins. You'll see that both by summoning the raid through this quest and by doing the raid, you're going to get various tokens. If you're the MVP, you get 200. If you kill it, you get 100. And I believe if you're the host, you get another 200. Now, you do see that I did complete the board pretty thoroughly on both of them. You get a ton of Chippendales on this, guys. A ton. I do strongly recommend doing this event. You need those Chips and Dales to beat Cerberus, and we're going to go over that later on. But you need those. So complete this event prior to trying your Adamite quest if you're not able to one-shot it right away. This will give you the Chippendale medals that you will need later on to complete that. Now, you also do get the Fire Samurai suit, which I personally like. That's why I have it on my character. Not everyone will like that as much, but definitely do it for the Chippendales. Again, this is also just filled with Chippendales. And they do get higher level as you go around. So I'm gonna kind of show you what you're gonna get. Now, I did use some of these because I did want to max out some other people. So we're going to not filter by just attack. We're gonna filter by boost. And these are basically what I got from just that board. I didn't really use that many of them. And you can see there's a ton of them. This guy right here is going to boost 25 for you. This guy's going to do 150. And you get a bunch of these 25s and quite a few of the 150s too. Now these are 5, but every little bit helps when you're climbing and you're getting very close to those quests. So definitely go ahead and complete those boards. If you're not in a strong party, you can solo them. The raids do last 2 hours, so that gives you plenty of time to go back in and finish it. You see, we have 390,000 left on that, still an hour and 30 minutes. So, level up your forest crab for the double XP time, which we will show in a notice here. Right here. During these times, as we talked about earlier, not only are they easier to summon, but they are 1 they're one summon of the quest, and they're double Lux. And by doing that, you'll get a lot more Lux than what your normal raids are going to be. So that's definitely my suggestion for this week, guys. Go ahead and focus on that. You guys have a wonderful, safe weekend. We were going to party a little bit, but I did get pretty busy today, so I wasn't able to plan anything too awesome. But have a wonderful rest of your 4th of July. Thank you to all my veterans out there. Anyone who's watched this video, thank a local veteran for yourself. And you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, all right? Thank you so much. Bye-bye.